Hi, guys. So today I want to try and help some of you who have grown very despondent in sending your CV out maybe hundreds and even thousands of times with very little or no success. And most of the time, the way that you go about it is already shooting yourself in the foot. So let me point out some key mistakes here. Number one, if you send your CV to the wrong recruiter, you're not going to get any result on it. So, for example, if you work in hospitality and you send it through to someone who focuses in mining, well, they simply can't help you. If you are a new graduate or fairly junior in your career and you send it through to someone who works on senior and executive level positions, again, they can't help you. So it's simply the wrong recruiter and it's not going to get you anywhere. And keeping in mind that because people send their CVs through so many times. There are hundreds and hundreds of emails like that coming through in every given week. They don't have the time to sit and respond to everyone individually because they are busy with other things. They simply cannot do that. Number two, when you send a CV through saying for the advertised position, but there's no advertised position, or you say, dear recruitment agency, and it's so general and generic, they're not going to pay specific attention to your CV because the same way that you treat them as just one of 100 places that you are sending your CV through to, the same way they're just not going to treat you as anything special. So don't do that. Similarly, don't send it through to 20 or 30 or 40 agencies in the same email because once again, they're going to think, oh, well, everyone else has got his CV. Why should we actually even look at him? So the more generic you go about sending it out, the more you are going to be treated like that in return. Then don't send through a PDF or a scanned CV. It's fine for your documents like your qualifications and other documentation, but for the CV itself, you want to have it in a Microsoft Word or a very easy to copy and paste format because remember, they need to get it over into their format. And the easier you make it for them to work with your CV and the better your CV is put together, the more likely they are going to work with your CV rather than the next guy. Number one, it speaks about your professionalism. And number two, it just makes it easier on them when they've got a lot of time pressure on them. So again, these little things could give you an advantage over the next guy. Another thing that you really should be doing is to lead with the successes and achievements. Because, say, for example, we take an electrician CV and 5 people send their CV through for the same role. One has got a PDF CV there and you don't even know whether they are an electrician. Another one send it through, but there's no indication of specific role duties or anything more than that, and it's badly formatted. Well, once again, Choch doesn't look like a very good guy. Then there comes your CV, and you've actually put down your key successes, your good academic marks. You have put down the projects that you've worked on, and it's so much easier to look at your CV and see what your value add would be to a new employer. So, of course, they're going to prioritize that above these other CVs. If you're a new graduate, the same thing. What other things have you worked on? What other projects did you take on in your own time? What value add do you bring to the market? So you want to do those things and indicate that upfront in the body of the email as well as in your CV that shows them clearly what makes you special rather than the next guy. Remember also when you are saying things like I'm a team player or I'm motivated, it means nothing because these words are too general. Everyone says they're a team player. Everyone says they're motivated. If you can't give me a specific example of a project that you've worked on that proves that you are a team player, that proves that you are motivated and put in more effort than the next guy, it really does mean nothing. And then when you send through your CV and you haven't even headed it properly, so I don't even know what position you are applying for. I don't even know if you are someone that I can help. You haven't put anything in the body of the email, not contact details, not anything. You think I'm going to open that attachment? No. There's so much spam going around that it actually could come and infect my system. So I just delete that. So keep in mind that you want to make it very specific to what you are applying for. And the better you do that, the better your responses will be. I hope this helps you.